quarterback.
Oh, there's a goal. It bounces. Oh, at least I thought he was going to until he blew it.
Hello, everybody. How's it going? It's C-Rad from C-RadTV, and welcome to the June 2019 edition of Detroit Tigers Monthly. Oh boy, I am not looking forward to this month because the Tigers this month, quick spoiler alert, the Tigers sucked harder this month than a fucking cheap hooker. Like, they sucked that bad this month. So yeah, get ready. We're about to chronic how bad this is. So in the month of June, the Tigers went to abysmal 5-20. They entered July 5th in the AL Central with a 27-52 record. In fact, you want to hear how many series the Tigers won in June? None. 0. And the Tigers split only one series, and that was against Pittsburgh. The Tigers also are 1-9 in their last 10. They entered July on a one-game losing streak. They also entered July 24 games behind the division lead, which is being held by the Minnesota Twins. Wait, Minnesota? I thought this was Cleveland's division to lose. Fuck? The Tigers also sit 16.5 games behind a wild card spot. So in terms of how they did overall, though, the Tigers, they had 82 runs total in June, averaging 3.3 runs a game. They also gave up 142 runs, averaging 5.7 runs a game. And the Tigers also currently entering July sit in the third spot in the draft order. Yep, it's pretty obvious what the Tigers are doing here. We'll get to that, though, at the end of this video. But yeah, let's move on to the player stats, shall we? So in terms of player stats, let's jump right into it. So we had Grayson Greener, who had a quiet month and a silent bat in June, with 3 runs, 2 RBIs, and a home run, and a batting average of .040. He was also plagued with the injury bug, as he missed some time with lower back strains. So the baseball gods are showing no mercy because they're cruel bastards. Bobby Wilson's bat also went silent in June with only 1 run total, and a batting average of .136. Gordon Beckham's bat, yep, you guessed it, it went silent too. Only 2 runs and 1 RBI, and to the tune of a batting average of .190. Miguel Cabrera had a meh month, only had 4 runs, 7 RBIs, and a home run, and a batting average of .343. Jeimer Calderiero had an interesting month. He only had 1 run total, but he had a batting average of .400? Wait, how the hell do you get a batting average that high, but only 1 run total? Figure that one out. Nick Castellanos, he had himself another solid month with 14 runs, 5 RBIs, and 2 home runs, and bringing home a batting average of .297. So yeah, another solid month as he's looking to make himself a strong, solid case for the deadline, since he does want to be traded to a winning team. And the Tigers are saying they are open to trading any veterans. So, here's a question, everyone. Anybody want Castellanos? He could lead you to a World Series. Anyone? Anyone? We're trying. Anyway, moving on now. Harold Castro, he had an okay month too. 6 runs, 5 RBIs, and a home run, and a batting average of .288. Brandon Dixon had himself another solid month. A month that saw him hit 8 runs, 15 RBIs, and 6 home runs. Batting average of .194. At least there was some solid lighting here in this terrible month. At least we can nail some positives with him here, along with Castellanos too. Nico Goodrum also had himself a solid month with 10 runs, 8 RBIs, and a batting average of .244. John Hicks' bat went silent, though, with 2 runs, an RBI, and a batting average of .103. Ronnie Rodriguez had a mad month with only 2 runs, 5 RBIs, and a home run, a batting average of .200. Jacoby Jones also had himself a solid month too, with 14 runs, 9 RBIs, and 4 home runs. A batting average of 191. So yeah, had himself a solid month too. So yeah, he's really making himself a strong case too. Another young player stepping up. Kristen Stewart also had himself another solid run game. June 2. 9 runs, 10 RBIs, 3 home runs, a batting average of 247. I mean, the only real good players we had this month were Stewart, Jacoby Jones, Nico Goodrum, Brandon Dixon, and the Castellanos. Everybody else was either meh or they just struggled. And also, in terms of this, the injury bug was also wild here, as Josh Harrison and Jordy Mercer were both, of course, previously mentioned last month. Both Harrison and Mercer are out with injuries. Harrison with a strained hamstring, and Mercer with a strained quad. Both are expected to make their returns, though, sometime later this year. Honestly, keep them resting for as long as we want. But let us move on. So let's go ahead and jump right into the pitching. So let's start off here. Austin Adams pitched for 10.3 innings in April. Gave up 4 runs and 4 earned runs, had 9 strikeouts, a record of 0-0, and an ERA of 3.5. Victor Alcantara, he pitched for 7.9 innings in June with a record of 1-1. Gave up 5 runs and 3 earned runs with 6 strikeouts. Had an ERA of 3.42. Matt Boyd pitched for 29 innings in June with a record of 0-2. Gave up 20 runs and 19 earned runs with 41 strikeouts and an ERA of 5.9. Jose Cisnero pitched for 4.2 innings in June. Gave up 2 runs, 2 earned runs, had a record of 0-0 with 7 strikeouts and an ERA of 4.29. Buck Farmer, he pitched for 7.5 innings in June with a record of 1-0, gave up 6 runs and 4 earned runs with 10 strikeouts and an ERA of 4.8. Shane Green had another solid month as the closer, posting a 0-0 record, pitched 7 innings in June, gave up 0 runs and 0 earned runs with 5 strikeouts and 4 saves this month. 4 saves. And an ERA of 0.0. But it gets better for Shane Green because Shane Green has officially made the AL All-Star team as a reserve. Hey, he still made it though. So Shane Green, we may as well call him the All-Star closer. Have yourself some fun time in the All-Star game, Shane. Hopefully you can get the AL home field advantage for the World Series, since the MLB All-Star game is the only All-Star game in sports that matters. Continuing on note, Blaine Hardy had a decent month. Pitched for 11.3 innings in June, record of 0-0. Gave up 5 runs and 3 earned runs with 8 strikeouts and an ERA of 2.39. Joe Jimenez had a struggling month with an 0-4 record. Pitched for 7.4 innings in June. Gave up 11 runs and 8 earned runs with 12 strikeouts and an ERA of 9.73. Ouch. Daniel Norris also had a struggling month with an 0-4 record. Pitched for 33.3 innings in June. Gave up 21 runs and 20 earned runs with 31 strikeouts and an ERA of 5.41. Nick Ramirez had a mad month with a 2-2 record. Pitched for 17.1 innings in June. Gave up 11 runs and 10 earned runs with 15 strikeouts and an ERA of 5.26. Gregory Soto pitched for 7.2 innings in June with a 0-0 record. Gave up 3 runs and 3 earned runs with 4 strikeouts and an ERA of 3.75. Daniel Stump had himself a disastrous month. 0-0 record and pitched 5.2 innings in June. Gave up 10 runs and 7 earned runs with 10 strikeouts and an ERA of 12.12. Ouch. Spencer Turnbull had a struggling month also with an 0-4 record. Pitched for 23 innings, gave up 12 runs and 12 earned runs, with 20 strikeouts and an ERA of 4.7. And it just gets from bad to worse because he has been plagued with the injury bug also, as he has been struck down with right shoulder fatigue, but should be making his return sometime in July. And finally, to wrap this up, we have Jordan Zimmermann, who posted an 0-1 record as he was just returning from injury. Pitched for 15 innings in June, gave up 7 runs and 7 earned runs with 10 strikeouts, and an ERA of 4.20. And of course, like already previously documented, Fulmer, Moore, and Terrence Ross were both plagued with the injury bug. Fulmer and Moore, no need to talk about them any further, they're out for the season. We just keep mentioning this for anybody new that's now tuning in. And Terrence Ross was supposed to make his return this month, but health issues have pushed it back another month. Hopefully sometime in July. I say with the way our season's going, don't even need to rush it. Just take your time coming back. But yeah, that's of course is going to wrap it up here for the June edition of Detroit Tigers Monthly. Yep, it's already official what the Tigers are doing now. With the injury bug striking everybody worth a damn on this team, it's safe to say one thing. The Tigers are officially tanking. The way they played this month, they played like absolute dog shit. Yep, it's obvious. They're tanking. They're trying to tank to get a top draft pick and maybe win the lottery. Like, they sit second and they're sitting around third. They could potentially move up to second, maybe even first overall. They got to contend with the Royals and the Orioles for the top spot, so it's going to be a tough tank bowl. So, yep, for the rest of the season, Comerica Park is about to become a blood battlefield, as blood will be shed all over it. Time to roll the tanks into Comerica Park. So for the rest of the season, we're of course going to document how the Tigers do in the Tank Bowl. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up here. That's all I got to say. Hope everyone's a great day. I'll see you all in the July edition of Detroit Tigers Monthly. I'll, of course, have the Detroit Tigers highlights from June 2019 up. So yeah, that's going to wrap it up here. And oh, by the way, folks, on July 1st, if you see a New York Mets fan anyway, make sure you wish them all a happy Bobby Bonilla Day. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up. Let's embrace the suck and peace out.
Happy Bobby Bonilla Day, everyone!
It's my quarterback.
Oh, there's a goal! Oh, at least I thought he was gonna, until he blew